Well, part two of using up the last donations to my not-for-profit. Feel good food, but also I've been bloated, backed up, so non-lactose free milk might be good. Be nice if the girl down there with the dog came to talk to me. Be nice to talk to somebody and meet a dog friend like I wrote in my diary would be nice to happen. Haven't heard back from my last dog friend in Quebec. We were supposed to Skype or Zoom. So yeah, this is kind of feel-good food because it's been a while since I spent like that, and I was criticizing myself today for wasting a lot of my time online on things that aren't going to make my life better as culture repair projects and are not going to be successful. So that's why I'm excited about applying for this PhD, although I've criticized this university before. They might be able to reference that and say nope, no matter how good the letter is, but I believe the letter is really good, and if they want students in that program, which I think is hard for them to get, then they better acknowledge how good that letter is and how it's a long-term strategy for me to be in that country as a way to be of service there. And I've tried to be of service there, and I've documented it. So this will be me trying again in a place that brings joy to be most of the time in that country of Japan. And as you can see from the last video, I wrote a few things in my diary to look forward to related to that. And so yeah, I don't really feel guilty spending this money other than just it's not satisfying, right? I think it's the satisfying part is giving the money, not consuming or just remembering that in places like this, people are all about moving money around. It's hard to actually get like a conversation of friendship or even of neighborly community going. And how there's a lot of triggers these days with people just so slow to welcome or be excited about or help, not assimilate, that's not the right word, but partake in a new community member, because to be new in a community, you just have to be there and show up. But people that are stuck with this monetary paradigm, the business as usual, the property tax, oh no, I got to see you around here for like 2 years before I'll take you seriously. This type of nonsense that's still going on, alongside more and more refugees from more and more countries, including within Canada, are going to be moving around. Yeah, I'm not seeing the sentience and sapiens, people. I'm not seeing the elusive Homo sapien. So that's discouraging. So sometimes just this chocolate and just laughing about my favorite cookie is now available because the last 2 times they didn't have it, and she's excited to talk about that at the 7-Eleven. But really, that's the limit of the conversation. And I'm trying to get more conversation going, and she gets stuck. And she thinks, oh no, she can't. She's got to talk about only sales-related things at work. That's how inhuman. And she's from a particular culture that is very much within stores and franchise more and more in restaurants, including restaurants that are serving food that aren't even from their culture. So, yeah, they're a prime culture to, let's say, receive life skills training, but they're not going to do it. So, yeah, it's pretty sad, this stuff. And the ideas I have for long-term in Japan is after this PhD, whatever ways that I would do this research, I believe the university and the larger community there would respect me in a way that I would be able to apply the recommendations from my PhD research to actually better the nation there. So in the letter, it'll say, yeah, I'm not coming back to Canada. I've never said I've wanted to do that anytime I've traveled outside of Canada. Never said I was looking forward to any kind of return. So that's kind of exciting, and I deserve to also pay myself a shower tomorrow, maybe a pool. I don't know. They're getting on my nerves there, whether I pay full price or not. I don't know if I want to just be around people that are inhumane like that, even if, they'll give me their fake niceness, but really it's the same, well, you're an outsider. And the only way we'll not give you a nasty look all the time is if you pay full price on things as a poor person. You know, that's really how inhumane it is everywhere. Canada's themes of culture are not getting better, they're getting worse, right? And it's from people who will have conversation who say, oh no, we're working on this. Oh no, this is getting better. You are acting in the bad way right now. You don't see that you're the norm. The norm has always been the problem. And yet the norm chooses to blame this individual here, this individual there. And it's the norm. The issue is the norm. So the norm is sick. Guess what? You're part of the norm. I was. And I cured myself over years and years and years, and I'm still working on it because I live among the norm.